Hey guys, and Happy New Year! We are on the last day of 2023, and so I am going to give you my 10 favorite movies of the year. I bet you can guess some of them, but I want to know yours down below in the comments. Hopefully we have some that overlap, and hopefully you agree that some of these movies are really, really great. So I'm going to start off with number 10, which is The Holdovers. If you guys haven't had a chance to see this, it's a great movie. Perfect for this holiday season. It's a really funny, it's entertaining, and Dominic Sessa, I think, is absolutely phenomenal. That boy is going places. I can't wait to see where he goes from here. Number 9 is Nimona, which was one of my favorite animated films of the entire year. I think animation had a great year overall, but Nimona is just so good. This one really took me by surprise. I immediately ordered the graphic novel, literally leaving my screening of Nimona. I ordered it, and that did not disappoint either. I think there's just such great valuable lessons here. I sob every time I watch that movie, and trust me, I've watched it several times. So it really tugged at my heartstrings, and I just really loved it. I think the entire cast was great. I think it's absolutely beautiful and tells a beautiful story. And it's funny too, and who doesn't like that? Now, next up is Poor Things. This movie is bizarre, bananas, crazy, which I love. That's kind of my jam of movies. But then we also have Emma Stone, who's phenomenal, and Mark Ruffalo, who's incredible. And the two of them together in this movie, I absolutely love it. They're so toxic. Obviously, it's not a great relationship, but I really enjoyed where that went, that story, that arc. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it, but trust me, I mean, Emma Stone deserves all the awards for this movie. From where she goes from the beginning to the end, just even her mannerisms, she's absolutely phenomenal. So she absolutely deserves everything for this film. Next is another movie that took me by complete surprise. In all honesty, I thought this movie was gonna be terrible. This movie is so whimsical and magical, and Timothée Chalamet, that is how you say his name, I've just learned it is not Timothy. He's just so perfect as Willy Wonka. He brings so much to this movie, and of course the cast surrounding him as well is great. This movie is funny, but it's also so full of heart. And listen, that's another one I sob at the end. I cry quite a bit. It's a very emotional movie. It's beautiful, and just he's so great. Who knew he could sing and dance? I mean, I guess everyone knew because of those videos that will live on the internet forever. Poor Timothée. But I think he's just such a great Willy Wonka. But again, the whole cast surrounding him and the story as well. You kind of think, do I need another one? We did. We kind of needed this origin story, and I'm so glad that we got it. Now, next up, if you guys have been around my channel for a while, you know I love horror and thriller and suspense. And No One Will Save You had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Every time I have seen this movie, I love this film. I think having literally no dialogue in this entire movie makes it something truly special. And it's just so good. I loved it. I had so much fun with it. I know this is one that people feel like is hit or miss, but for me, it really truly hit. I had an absolute blast with this movie. It's definitely one of my favorites. Then we move into another movie that took me by complete surprise, and that is the Ironclaw. So here's the thing. I didn't know this story going into it. I didn't know the story of the Von Erich brothers. I had no idea. And I just thought, oh, this is a wrestling movie. Like, I used to watch wrestling on TV. Like, sure, I'll watch this. And I absolutely fell in love with every single one of these boys. And I think it is this ensemble cast that really elevates this to a whole new level. It's very easy to connect with them. It's very easy to fall in love with them. And I think Zac Efron brings something absolutely incredible to this film. Another movie that has me sobbing at the end. It made me feel a lot of things. It's absolutely devastating. You're watching this going, this can't be the real story. And then to find out the real story is even more devastating. It's like, what? My mind was blown, but I absolutely loved The Ironclaw. And if you haven't gotten to see it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. I think it's absolutely incredible. And then we get to number 4, guys. I already told you I love weird, twisted, bizarre movies, so of course Saltburn is number 4 for me. I love Barry. I think he's great. Him and Jacob in this movie are fantastic together. There are so many unsettling moments in this movie. I mean, you guys have seen the reactions on TikTok. You're watching it and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. But you also can't look away. It's disturbing. I think Emerald is incredible. I mean, Promising Young Woman is easily one of my favorite films. And then now we have Saltburn from her. And I just think it delivers so much. And Barry is just absolutely amazing. I think it would be very hard to pull off Oliver if it wasn't Barry. You need the right actor to fully pull off this person. And that's exactly what Barry did. So that was definitely number 4 for me. Now, number 3 is Barbie. I loved Barbie. This is one I thought was going to be fun right from the start. I knew it was going to be entertaining, but I had no idea just how entertaining and how it was going to feel like therapy almost for me. I mean, we all know that speech towards the end that America gives. I mean, again, sobbing, tears, right? I was like, you see me. This is me. It is hard to be a woman. I totally get this. This is perfect. You're describing life so perfectly. And then, of course, Margot Robbie is phenomenal. I mean, I adore her anyway, but she's absolutely perfect in the role of Barbie. And come on, Ryan is phenomenal as Ken. We all know this. I'm Just Ken is one of my favorite songs from a film of the year. I think he's great. And so I was very, very excited to have him in this role as Ken. I think he was so good. He fully embraced it, and he's just absolutely perfect. My number 2 movie is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I can't wait to see where things go after that cliffhanger. It absolutely killed me. But I have seen this movie multiple times. I saw it in 4DX. I saw it in IMAX. I saw it in a regular screening. And this movie is so good. It's so entertaining. The animation is phenomenal. It does the multiverse right, which we all know is very difficult to pull off. And it's something it really pulled off. Of course, the cast is incredible as well. And I loved getting to see all of the Spider people even more than we saw last time. I can't wait to see what comes next. But I mean, the visual effects are just incredible. It's a visually stunning film. And then number 1 should come as no surprise because I'm very biased. Come on, guys. It's Guardians 3, which I think is a great movie anyway, and I hope a lot of people loved it. But for me, I mean, you guys know what the Guardians mean to me. If you've been around this channel for a while, I mean, I literally have a sleeve of the Guardians. So this was a very emotional movie for me. It felt like a goodbye, but also a new beginning. It really got me. I cry every time I see it, but it just meant a lot to me. And of course, this was going to be my favorite movie of the year. Should literally come as no surprise to anybody. So with 2023 ending, there are a lot of great movies, hopefully, in store for us in 2024, and I can't wait for them. I should have a video up of my most anticipated films for 2024 soon, but these were my favorites of 2023. You guys let me know your favorites down below in the comments, you guys. I'm excited to see what you guys loved. There was lots of other honorable mentions as well. I mean, I really like Dungeons and Dragons was another one that took me by complete surprise. It's hard to narrow it down to 10, but I did. This is my favorite 10. So I'd love to see your list in the comments, and be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you guys can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.